FBI agents have flown to the UK to work with the British police here. And meanwhile, counter-terrorism police in the northwest of England say that 2 teenagers have been arrested in South Manchester in relation to this incident, which, as you say, we're learning more about all the time. There are no details given officially about the gender or age of either of those teenagers, but some reports say they're both under 16 years old and that they may be his children. Now, they're currently in custody and they're being questioned by counter-terrorism officers. The hostage taker, Faisal Malik Akram, the British man from Blackburn, is now obviously the centre of their investigations. They'll want to try and speak to as many of his known contacts and friends as they can to work out more about the attack on the synagogue and whether he's connected to any networks or other people of interest. Now, it has been reported here that he was once given a rare exclusion order at Blackburn's Magistrates Court. That was the first in 25 years for abusing staff about 9/11 on the day after the attack on the Twin Towers. And he's also reported to have made regular trips to Pakistan, where his father was born, and to have been a supporter of a conservative group there set up to so-called purify Islam. The organization, called Tablighi Jamaat, was branded one of the gates of terrorism by Saudi Arabia, where it's actually banned. And his family have issued a statement in which they say they don't condone his actions, and his siblings have suggested that he suffered from mental health problems, and that they felt confident that he wouldn't have harmed the hostages, but they were also unable really to talk him down when they were roped in by the FBI to try and do so.
Jonathan, it's certainly strange hearing that FBI agent to say how this attack was not focused on the Jewish community, attack on a synagogue. What's been the discussion like that, around that in the UK?
Well, here in the UK, those in power have been quick to point out that they do consider this an anti-Semitic attack. And indeed, I spoke to one of the congregants of the synagogue where the hostage event took place just about an hour ago, and she told me that she was under no doubt that this was aimed at Jews. It was an anti-Semitic attack. I certainly think that even if the aim was to try somehow to get this terrorist out of prison nearby, the choice of the synagogue was not coincidental. In fact, this congregant telling me that it's actually a synagogue that you can't really stumble upon by accident, and that he possibly chose it because it's the nearest one to the airport there, and that he would have had to Google it and look it up in order to find it in the first place. So certainly no coincidence that he chose a synagogue, and he chose Shabbat, and he chose Jews to hold hostage. I think here in the UK there is recognition of that, and perhaps some embarrassment about the fact that one of the UK's best exports at the moment seems to be fundamentalist Islamic anti-Semitism and terrorism.